Midwest Whitetail. I'm Chef Aaron Neale, and like most of you viewers, growing up, one of my biggest passions was hunting and fishing. If you're like me and you don't like that gamey taste in venison, I'm going to give you a recipe that'll cut back or almost totally eliminate it all. Venison Stroganoff.
This is going to be real good.
For our ingredients today, we got some venison, some green and red bell peppers, some quartered button mushrooms, red and yellow grape tomatoes, yellow onion, whole grain mustard, sour cream, garlic, and of course you can't cook without oil, salt, and pepper. We also have egg noodles and beef broth seasoning. We'll start off with our beef broth. Boiling water. You want to cook this on medium to high heat. Anytime you're sauteing or braising or anything, you need to have high heat so it'll preserve the color and the flavor. Also, that good crunch that you always like. Good indication if it's hot enough. Just take a little piece and hear that? That's a good thing. You don't want your oil so hot that it starts to smoke before you put anything in it, because it'll leave a bad flavor. Start over here in this pan with some onions. The good thing about cooking is you don't really have to follow any certain recipes, really. It's not rocket science. If you like onions, put more onions in it. See, stroganoff traditionally doesn't even have peppers in it. But I like peppers, so I'm putting peppers in it. And a lot of them. When you're cooking noodles, whether it's egg noodles, it doesn't matter. You want to make sure you don't overcook them. You want to take them off when they're still got a little bite to them, a little texture. And you always season your water. Season it with salt. See that good color you got on there? All this stuff stuck to the pan is called sook. And that's where the flavor is. You want to keep that. You want to sweat your veg till they're translucent or clear. We got our deer. We're going to add the garlic next, right into with our venison. You want to cook your garlic. You don't want to have raw garlic, but you don't want to burn it either. Burning your garlic will leave a bitter taste in your dish. Let's try our noodles. They have a little bit to go. One key thing about cooking is, if you're not chewing, you're not cooking. Because you got to know how everything is tasting. Make sure it's going to be good. Next, we're going to add our mushrooms. You're going to saute these mushrooms until they're fully cooked. When your garlic starts to brown, it's got good color on it. That's what you want to. That's what you're looking for. When it gets to that point, you want to go ahead and add some of your beef broth. You obviously don't want to fill your pan, because then there won't be any room for all these good vegetables. You bring this to a simmer, and these are looking really good here. See how your onions are getting translucent or clear. When you bring your venison and your beef broth to a boil, you want to go ahead and grab your grain mustard. And this stuff is good, folks. You're going to want to go ahead and put a good glob of that in there. And the key ingredient is sour cream. Right now I'm just whisking in the sour cream, making it smooth so it ain't so clumpy. This cooking technique here is called braising. The combination of dry and wet cooking. First off, we sauteed it, and then we put moisture in it. That's going to break down the fibers in the venison. This will not only make the meat tender, but it'll also take some of that gaminess out. Don't ever forget to taste. If you ain't tasting, you ain't cooking. That's delicious. We're going to go ahead and add our vegetables. Now that it's all mixed together, we're going to go ahead and let it reduce and make sure that that sauce is not runny. It's going to be good and thick. While this is simmering, we're going to go ahead and get our noodles off. At this point, they got good texture, but not all the way fully cooked. The reason I do that is when we put it in this sauce, the flour on the noodles is going to help the sauce thicken, and then the sauce is going to help the noodles finish cooking. Once you've let this simmer for a while and let your sauce reduce, you want to go ahead and grab your tomatoes. The reason I put the tomatoes in last is because these are so good when you're still got a lot of texture and crunch to them. You don't want to overcook them because then they just come mush, and nobody wants to eat something mushy. So you throw them in there, and I guarantee you they're already hot. And what you do, take it, and you go right onto your plate. Look at all them good colors. Venison Stroganoff, folks. I'm going to have these boys put down their cameras and fill up a plate. But until next time, I'm Chef Aaron Neale, and this is Midwest Whitetail. Good luck and good hunting.